time to go. I grabbed the gift box and headed to the birthday. I walked down the street slowly, hoping Lucas was already there. Being near him made everything easier, starting conversations, joking, even staying silent. I hoped we would enter the house together, Lucas distracting the room, and had getting a few seconds to get used to the new faces and the constant commotion. I shuffled on the doorstep and rang the bell. Doorbell sound. "Kid, I'm so glad you came," she said, opening the door. "Happy birthday," I handed her the gift. "Oh, thank you. How sweet." She hugged me and kissed my cheek again. Somehow, each time it felt better and better. Suddenly, Lucas appeared at the doorway. "Happy birthday, Chloe. This is for you." He handed her a gift. The birthday was perfect, just as Chloe wanted. I was glad to be part of it. The house was filled with laughter, joy, music, and the soft glow of fairy lights. By evening, the atmosphere grew even warmer. Everyone sang, shared stories, and took photos together. Time flew. Chloe blew out her most beautiful cake, shining as the star of the night. I hoped this day would remain a cherished memory for her. As the party wound down and darkness fell, Chloe walked me to the door. The chatter of leaving guests filled the background. I clenched my fists in my pockets, looking straight into her eyes. My heart pounded so loudly it felt like she could hear it too. A battle raged in my mind. Should I confess or just thank her for the invitation? "Thank you for coming, and thank you for such a wonderful gift," she said, smiling. I nodded. Chloe was about to close the door when something pushed me forward. If not now, then when? "Chloe?" "Yes," she asked softly. "I really like you," I said, voice shaky. Chloe just smiled, entered the house, and closed the door. "What an idiot I am," I muttered. I hurried home. Every streetlight seemed annoyingly bright. I'd made the biggest mistake. Why did I even confess? Where was my brain? "I'll just keep it simple. One sentence." Back at home, I went straight up to my room. "Kid, how did it go?" she called from the kitchen. "Not today, Mom." "Did something happen?" "Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. Good night." I slammed the door, didn't even change, and collapsed onto my bed. I tried not to think, but thoughts kept crowding in. Tomorrow there's the play. I can't skip it. Lucas and I are helping with the decorations. What have I done aside and buried myself under the blanket? Eye closing. Finally, I felt my body sink into sleep, escaping the embarrassment. Knock at the door. Eye opening. "Kid, you'll be late." I'm up. I had no desire to go to school. How could I face Chloe now? "I'll act like nothing happened," I muttered. No way out, I got ready and ran to school. Today, Lucas and I were excused from classes to help with the stage decorations. That meant I'd see Chloe all day. I could only hope she would be busy and we wouldn't cross paths too often. I stood at the sturdy doors, one step away from entering. I inhaled deeply, exhaled sharply. My hands trembled slightly, palms sweaty. My heart felt like it dropped into my stomach. I tried to compose myself, but it wasn't easy. I exhaled and opened the doors. "Finally, we have so much to do. Where have you been?" he shouted across the hall. The auditorium was a whirlwind of activity. Everyone was busy hanging lights, lifting heavy props, stretching the backdrop, and painting decorations to make the stage vibrant. The atmosphere was tense but thrilling. Everyone knew only hours remained before the performance. Everything had to be perfect. On stage, the actors rehearsed the final run-through. help hang the posters in the hallways. Sure, let's go. We posted flyers everywhere to make sure everyone knew about the play. Why are you so distracted? You won't laugh? Of course not. I confessed to Chloe yesterday that I like her. Now that's news, he said, putting up the last flyer. Yeah, and she just stayed silent. I'm sure she likes you too. Yeah, of course, we sighed. I know her all my life. I'm telling you straight. Play Romeo and Juliet. Lucas and I sat in the front row. The spotlights dimmed, then a single beam illuminated the stage. The play began. The actors weren't just good, they were incredible. As the first lines were spoken, the audience fell silent. Every word was clear and powerful, every movement precise. The emotions were so alive it was hard to believe it was just a school performance. When Chloe appeared on stage as Juliet, time seemed to stop. My heart beat in sync with the rhythm of the scene. I held my breath, afraid to miss even one movement or word. She's amazing, he whispered, leaning toward me. I just nodded, not taking my eyes off the stage. One thought filled my mind, this is exactly why I came here. The curtains closed and the hall erupted with applause. Everyone stood, cheering and whistling. The energy was electric. On stage, the actors bowed, smiling. They blushed slightly at the applause, probably not expecting such a roar. We clapped with all our might. As the applause died down, Chloe stepped off the stage and approached me. Her eyes sparkled like little flames. I like you too, she said immediately, kissing me. Time froze. Warmth spread through my body. My mind was empty of everything else, only her and me. Lucas, standing nearby, couldn't stay silent. He shouted almost across the hall. Finally, I laughed loudly. We laughed in response. Camera pulls away. Sometimes change seems scary, unknown, and worrisome, but this change always brings pain. Perhaps within the unknown lies a chance for something better. I thought my world was destroyed, but in reality, it was only beginning to be built. This move brought me true friendship and love. And what could be better than that? Screen fades out. The end.